Alright, so today I'm gonna give you three prospects the Houston Rockets must target in the upcoming NBA draft. Now, the first one is an obvious one. Let's cut to the chase. It's Chet Holmgren. So this season he's averaging 14.7 points, 9.8 rebounds, shooting 75% from the free throw line, 62% from the field, and 44% from three. Now, let me break down to you why this is a perfect fit. Chet is an elite floor spacer at the collegiate level, and I believe that will translate to the NBA. And he's also a decent rebounder. He doesn't need the ball. He doesn't need to be ball dominant to be effective. Yes, giving him the ball would help. However, he can be in a variety of pick and roll, pick and pop situations with Kevin Porter Jr. as he's a knockdown shooter and he's a very, very skilled finisher at the rim. Yes, he needs to put on some muscle and isn't a big body type player, but he's very skilled around the rim and he takes very smart shots, hence why his field goal percentage is so high. He's shooting 62% from the field and he takes tough shots, not just layups. He takes mid-ranges, pull-up threes. He's a very skilled player, and alongside what they needed from the center position, he gives you rim protection inside, and the Rockets really do lack rim protection, and he can play alongside Chris Wood. Like, we don't know what the future plans is with him. With Chris Wood and the Rockets, but he can play alongside Christian Wood and the fit will still be perfectly fine. So I feel like Chet Holmgren is a perfect fit alongside the young core they're building there. The second prospect I'm going to get to is personally my favourite prospect in the draft, and that is Jabari Smith. Now, for those of you who do not know who Jabari Smith is, he has been compared to KD, and yes, I know a lot of players get compared to Kevin Durant, but I feel like he might be one of the most accurate comparisons. So as we know, he's averaging 16 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, shooting 43% from the field and 42.5% from three. He's lethal. Like, his ability to pull up from mid-range, shoot over people, get to his spots from three. He can just get to his spots everywhere. And he has a unique floater game from that mid-paint area. He's a very skilled special player. And let me not forget his defensive ability. He's a very versatile defender, a bit like KD is, even more of KD before the Achilles injury, but KD is a great two-way player and Jabari Smith is very reminiscent of that. And the skill set they share is very similar. So how does this fit alongside the Rockets' young core? It fits perfectly because they really do lack in wing depth. Like, they don't really have any wings like that. They have a lot of guards but no wings. And Jabari Smith really does come in and help that. And he'll fit perfectly alongside Tate, KPJ, etc. And he's another one. Giving him the ball be beneficial, but he can also do damage with or without the ball. Can cut off the ball. Great defender, and I feel like he's just the perfect fit because he can catch and shoot. So Jalen Green and KPJ can get theirs, and Jabari Smith will still be very, very effective. So that's one other player that I feel like they should get. And my third player may catch you by surprise. It's Jalen Duren. Now, you might be thinking, what about Jalen Hardy? What about Ty Washington? What about Jaden Ivey? I understand those are some great players, but the Rockets do not need another guard. Hence why if the two of Jabari Smith and Chet Holmgren aren't available, even Banchero I wouldn't take because he doesn't fit your team. Well, I'd take Banchero if you're trading Wood, but you get the point. But if those two aren't available, I'd trade down for someone like Jalen Duren because you will probably get, let's say they get the fourth pick. If you trade down to Duren, who'll probably be late lottery, like 11 to 14 type range, you'll probably get another first round pick in return for that. And Jalen Duren is someone who can protect the paint, very efficient and around the rim, and he reminds me of Dwight Howard. I'm not going to say prime Dwight. I'll probably meet you and he could be a Houston Rockets Dwight Howard. And for those of you who may think of Dwight Howard now, he was once a very effective player and still is now, but obviously that's diminished a little bit. So right now, Jalen Duren's averaging 12 points, 7.5 rebounds, shooting 63% from the field. And he is also averaging 2.3 blocks per game. Like I said, he's a lob threat. He can play defense. He's just not the most flashy player, but that's what Houston needs. Like I've said many times in this video, they need an interior presence, and Jalen Duren definitely is that. Kevin Porter Jr. could do with a pick and roll partner. Jalen Duren definitely is that. And can he play alongside Chris Wood? 100%, because I see Chris Wood as more of a power forward than a center, because as we know, Chris Wood's defense is not a bit, but very shaky. And Jalen Duren would definitely help with that interior anchor down low, protecting the paint and guarding other bigs in the league. So I feel like that's another player they should target. And even if they do get the second pick, which maybe, I don't know, Chet Holmgren or Jabari, that's a poor example. Even if they do pick Jabari Smith, I would still make another trade to get Jalen Duren. As if you get Chet, obviously Jalen Duren is no longer needed. But if you get someone like Jabari Smith, who's a wing, you have like 3 or 4 picks, first round picks in this upcoming draft, maybe 2 or 3 actually. You should trade to get Jalen Duren, because that's the perfect draft, because you get an interior presence and a shot creator like Jabari Smith. That's a matchmaking made in heaven, and it fits what your team needs right now. So if you actually made it to the end of the video, I appreciate it, Carl. I was rambling bears, but it is what it is. But let me know what you think about these 3 prospects, whether you like them, whether you think they fit the Rockets, whether you think they make sense. Just let me know what you think down below, and it'll be interesting to hear. Did I miss any out that you like? Just tell me down below, and I'll maybe make a video about them. But yeah, peace.